Okay guys, hi everyone. Today I'm going to be reteaching what I taught last time because based on the exit tickets, a lot of you did not do very well. And not everybody, some of you did really good, but because I didn't want to make two different assignments, I'm just going to have everybody do this today. So I'm going to do a little quick video. It's going to be very short on how to graph lines. And after you watch this video, you need to go back into Edge Elastic. There's going to be an exit ticket waiting for you in Edge Elastic. I made a new version of the exit ticket from yesterday. So it's got different problems on it, but there's going to be like a retake, I'm calling it a retake for the exit ticket. And then if you guys end up doing better on the one from today, I will replace your exit ticket grade with the new grade. So watch this video. Email me if you have questions, and then you're going to go do your exit ticket in Edge Elastic. All right, so let's get started. Yesterday and Monday, we learned how to graph lines using slope-intercept form. So remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. And we know that m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So this is how you graph lines using this format. So if you look at this equation here, this is written in slope-intercept form. We have mx, and then this would be our b. That means our slope is 3/4, and the y-intercept is -2. So here's how you graph that. You start by putting that y-intercept on the y-axis. So since it says -2, I'm going to go down to -2 on the y-axis, and I'm going to place my first dot there. So that's my first point. Now I take my slope, which is 3/4. Remember that this is like rise over run. That means I'm going to go up 3 and over 4 to the right, because rise means like vertical distance, right? That's why we're going up. The reason why we're going up is because this is a positive slope. If this were a negative slope, you would want to go down instead. So we'll do some of those in a second. But this is positive, so we're going to go up, right. And you start at that y-intercept, so we're going to start at this point here. And then we're going to go up 3 and then over 4 to the right. Up 3/4. Some of you did the opposite of that. Some of you went up 4/3. You don't want to do that. You want to do the top number. That tells you how much to go up. So up 3/4. And that would be my next dot there. And then we could just connect these, and that would be our line. That's it. Now this is the exact same problem as the one on the exit ticket from yesterday. All of the problems I'm doing today are exactly the same as the ones on the exit ticket from yesterday. I just pulled the exact same problems. So this is what that first one should have looked like. Y equals 3/4x minus 2. Start at -2, and then you go up 3/4. All right, let's do some more. This one has a slope of -2. So just a quick reminder, if the slope does not look like a fraction, you want to put a 1 under it, because we like our slopes to look like fractions so that we can do rise over run. Okay, so now our slope is -2/1. That's our slope, -2/1, which means this time we are going to have to go down because it's negative. We're still going to go to the right because that 1 is technically a positive 1, but we're going to go down because it's negative. You can basically always go to the right. And then if the top number is positive, you go up. If the top number is negative, you go down. So we're going to go down and over, and we're going to start this time at +5 because that's the y-intercept. So let's go up to +5. There's our first dot, and then our slope is -2/1. So I'm going to go down 2 and over 1. So starting from that dot, I'm going to go down 2/1. And you can keep going. You can make as many dots as you want to. So there's a dot. I'm going to go down 2/1 again. There's another one. There's another one. I like to make a lot of dots so that I can draw my line easier, right? There we go. But you really only need 2 dots, you know? And when you do these digitally, I think you can only make 2 dots. So once you have 2 dots, you can just connect the lines. Okay. Here's another one. And again, these are straight from the exit ticket from yesterday. Same exact problems. When it looks like you don't have a y-intercept, right? It looks like we don't have a y-intercept. That means it is 0. So that's kind of like saying +0. So this time our slope is -1/4. So again, we're gonna go down because the slope is negative, and we're gonna start at 0. So I'm gonna put a dot at the origin, and then I'm gonna go down 1 and over 4 to the right. So down 1 over 4. Here's my next dot. You could even go the other way. So sometimes I like to do that. You could go up 1 and left 4. So up 1, left 4, you will see that those dots all line up to make a straight line. There we go. You can always double check. If your slope is negative, your line should look like it's going down, right? When you guys are doing these on your exit cards, if you have a negative slope and you end up with a line that's going up, that means you did it wrong. You should take a look at that. Since this line's going down, we did it correctly. It's going down, negative slope, we're good to go. All right, let's take a look at a couple more. Here's another one. So just be careful when it doesn't look like slope-intercept form, right? This is kind of backwards. They wrote these backwards to kind of throw you off here. The slope is always the number in front of the x. So this is actually our slope, and then this is the y-intercept. So that means we are going to start the graph at +3. So here's my first dot, +3. Slope this time is 2 over 5, and it is positive. So I'm going to go up this time. I'm going to go up and over, up 2 over 5 to the right. Up 2 over 5. That's going to put me over here. Or I could go down 2 and to the left 5. And we can go ahead and connect the dots there. All right. All right, I have one more example to show you guys here. So in this case, we have an equation that does not look like slope-intercept form. It does not look like y equals mx plus b. When this happens, you need to rewrite it. So I'm going to zoom in here and show you how we do that. We're going to try to get the y value completely by itself. This is something I taught a few days ago. So we are going to draw a line down the equal sign. The first thing we need to get rid of is the 3x. We're going to move that to the other side. And the way that you do that is by subtracting it from both sides. And now I'm left with 2y equals -3x plus 10. Remember, I cannot actually subtract these. I had some people trying to do that. Like, you cannot say that that's 7 because this does not have an x on it. You're not allowed to subtract these. So you have to just write them next to each other. And the reason why we put the 3x first is because we want it to look like slope-intercept form. I want that x to go first. So this is what we have. And now I can divide both sides by 2. And keep in mind, you have to divide everything by 2. So I'm going to be dividing all of this stuff by 2. On this side, the 2's just cancel, and I have y equals. And on the other side, whenever you have a fraction like this, if you can't actually divide those, you're just going to leave it as a fraction. So we're going to leave that as -3 over 2x. And then your y-intercept here, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So I'm going to put plus 5. You want to leave your slope as a fraction because we like slope to be a fraction, right? That's how we graph it. So you want it to be a fraction. Okay, now we can graph this. We're going to start at +5 because that's the y-intercept. The slope is -3 over 2, and it's negative, which means we're going to go down and over. So we're going to go down 3 over 2, and I'm going to put my next dot. And you can keep going, right? I'm going to go down 3 over 2 again. Here's a few points here. And there we go. That would be our line. Okay, guys, feel free to rewind this video, play it as many times as you need to. You can pause and rewatch certain examples. Please let me know if you have questions. Otherwise, you're going to go into Edge Elastic. You're going to log in using Clever, and then you're going to work on the exit ticket that I posted for you. Let me know if you need help. Bye.